Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and in honor of the 2018 Winter Olympics going on right now, I decided I was going to do a Olympic DVD, Blu-ray, and VHS kind of show and tell of the things that I got. And I figured I would just show you guys the things. So I don't have a whole lot of Olympic things, but I hope to get more. And I really have my eye on the Blu-ray set that Criterion put out of the 100 years of the Olympics, and it is a little pricey, so I do have to save up. And I think the cheapest that I'll probably be able to get it is $200, which is quite a bit, but you have to think that there are, it's 53 or 52 movies that are included in the set, and it'll roughly average out, if I get it for around $200, it'll roughly average out to about $3 per movie, so that's actually a really good deal. It's just saving up the money to make that big purchase. Alright, so to begin with, I'll start off with the VHSs that I have, and I have a few VHSs. And this is Olympic Winter Games Moments of Glory, a tribute to the spirit of the Olympic Winter Games, and this is from Kellogg's. And this was from at least 1992. I don't know if there's 1991. So right here, it says the Olympic Winter Games provides a backdrop for some of the most spectacular moments in international sports competition: ice hockey, speed skating, ski jumping, figure skating, downhill skiing. It's all here. So that's pretty cool. This was written and directed by Bud Greenspan, who, if you're familiar with sports things, he is a big sports documentarian, so that's pretty cool. And this actually might be included in the Criterion set I just mentioned. I am not 100% sure, but I know that there's quite a few Bud Greenspan productions on there. And then we have this one, which I believe is also from Bud Greenspan. And this is 16 Days of Glory, the 1984 Summer Olympics. And 1984, it was located in LA, so there's this. I've watched this before, but I don't really remember a whole lot about it. But on the back, we have that, and this is the Special Collector's Series from Paramount. Alright, so then next up we have NBC Sports Presents Barcelona 1992. And this is hosted by Bob Costas, who is a famous, this is the first Olympics, the 2018 Olympics, that he has stepped aside and is not commentating. And I think it's like the first time in probably, I don't know, I want to say, like, they said it was several decades. So that's pretty crazy. This is actually, I don't know, I guess this was found at Blockbuster, because right there's a Blockbuster thing. This actually says Blockbuster, official sponsor of the 1992 Olympics. So that's interesting. And I haven't actually looked at this, but I figured I will definitely have to give it a shot and check it out. And then the last actual VHS of the games is Texaco presents the Olympic Challenge, The Energy to Go Further. And I believe this one's also done by Bud Greenspan. This is copywritten in 1992, so I'm not sure the actual, what Olympics this covers, or if it covers all of them. I mean, right here is gymnastics, and then right there is winter, so I think it probably is like a span of times. And then I do have one other VHS, and this is a fictionalized Olympic story So we have the Cutting Edge, and this is about figure skating, and they end up going to the Olympics and stuff. This came out in 1992, and actually, figure skating is one of the events that I watched the most of so far this year. And I don't know, I just feel like figure skating is quite a bit different than the other things. I feel like you feel there's more, it just feels like there's more on the line for those people than for other things, but that's mostly because like you actually see the person. I mean, in a lot of the other events, they either have goggles or helmets or something on, so it's kind of a disconnect. But then when figure skating happens, it's like you can actually like see their faces, and you can see how like the emotions that they're feeling and stuff. So I feel like there's a little bit more of an emotional investment in that. So let's now get on to the DVDs that I have, and I have a few. So we have NBC Vancouver 2010 highlights, including highlights of the opening and closing ceremonies of the 2010 Vancouver Olympics. So I believe this was the only thing that NBC released in regards to Vancouver, and I will show you why I say that in a second. So, I mean, if there is anything else that anyone knows about from Vancouver, let me know. We then have, it's the Special Collector's Edition 3 DVD set of the Olympic Series Golden Moments 1920 to 2002. So this has a bunch of different highlights. It says watch over 200 athletes from more than 45 participating countries complete in over 75 Olympic events done in this. And I know that there are a lot of different athletes that are highlighted in this, and a bunch of different people in general. And I got this quite a while ago, and I watched it all when I first got it, so I definitely really liked that. And then this is definitely a fictional thing, but it's based off of a true story. But this is from the BBC, and this is Going for Gold, the 48 game. So this was from 1948, which I'm not sure off the top of my head where, I guess it was in London. So 1948 was the London Games, and this is about the British rowers. I believe that I actually picked this up at a Dollar Tree DVD and Blu-ray $1 sale, so that was a pretty good deal. I haven't yet got to watch that, so I look forward to that. And then this is why I said I think that's the only thing that they released for Vancouver, is because I have this NBC Beijing 2008 4 DVD set, and it comes with the highlights of the Beijing Olympics. So you've got all the highlights, and then you've also got the complete opening ceremony, which the Beijing Olympics had a pretty extravagant opening ceremony. And then we also have Michael Phelps, the inside story of the Beijing Games. So we also have this one. And I think that so the opening ceremony has 2 discs on it, which those opening ceremonies are pretty long, so I can imagine why there would be 2 discs. But it did come in a nice little thing. I know you can buy those separately as well, so if you're on the lookout for them and can't find it in the disc, you can also buy those separately. And then the other DVD that I have is so this is the 2002 Winter Olympic Games Olympic highlight video, and those games were in Salt Lake City. So we have those, and this is broken down into the opening ceremony and then into all the different events. So you've got alpine skiing, snowboarding, freestyle skiing, bobsled, luge, skeleton, biathlon, cross-country skiing, ski jump, the speed skating, short track skating, women's ice hockey, men's ice hockey, curling, which curling is one of my favorite sports to watch. I don't know, it's just kind of, it's so absurd that it's an actual Olympic game, but it's also super interesting as well. And then on to the Blu-rays that I have. So the first two Blu-rays that I have are going to be fictionalized stories that are based off of true stories. So the first one is Cool Runnings, and I do have this on Blu-ray. This is a Disney Movie Club exclusive, so if you want to get it if you want to get it on Blu-ray, you have to order it through the Disney Movie Club. So we have that, and this is about the Jamaican bobsled team, and I believe, I don't know if it says it, I think it is 1998 or I think it was 1998, and I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that, but I think it was that. 1998 is when Jamaica had their first bobsled team in the Olympics. Well, they had their first winter sports team in the Olympics, and it happened to be the bobsled team. And then we also have this fictionalized story, which I have not yet watched, and I kind of forgot that I had it, I think, because this is one of my favorite winter events to watch, and I don't know why I haven't watched it yet. But this is Eddie the Eagle, and this is about a ski jumper, and ski jumping is one of my favorite events to watch. I don't know, it's just kind of, I don't know, I just love it, and I definitely need to check this out. And this is supposed to be based off of a true story, and I do remember a lot of people were saying that this is really good, and it was getting really good reviews when it came out. And I think I bought it on Black Friday one year, so we have that. And then we also have two more things, and these are related to the actual games. And this is the 2-disc Blu-ray Collector's Edition from NBC of the London 2012 Olympics. And this has all the highlights, and it says it's got the special features include Allison Schmidt and Michael Phelps profile, Misty and Carrie together again, Allison Felix profile, Women of the USA, History in the Making, swimming events, track and field events, and women's beach volleyball gold medal match. And it comes with gymnastics going for the gold, and all about the Fab Five team, and it also has the highlights of the games. And then I really like this set from the London 2012 games from the BBC because it's a very comprehensive set, and I really wish that they did these for all sets, like all of the Olympics, all the current Olympics, but so far as I know, there has not been any kind of release from the Sochi Olympics, which was in 2014. So that's the most recent one since I started getting into the Olympics, probably around 2010. When the Vancouver Olympics happened is when I probably started. So anyway, we have this, and this, it comes from the BBC, like I said, and it comes with 2 discs, or it's a 2 set thing, and it has 5 discs in all. So we have the opening ceremony. The full opening ceremony has its own disc, and then we have the opening ceremony part 2 and sporting highlights from days 1 through 6, and then we also have sporting highlights part 2, days 7 through 10, and you have extra sporting moments. as like a special feature. And then we also have a disc that has sporting highlights days 11 through 16. And then we also have a disc for the closing ceremonies. And like the thing I like about the BBC in this edition is they don't necessarily completely focus on just the American team, which NBC tends to do a lot, which, I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know, I like seeing everything. That's one of the things about the Olympics that I like, is that all these countries come together, and then when you're mainly just focusing on the American team, it's a little, I feel like it's taking away from what the Olympics actually are. But let me know what you think about any of these things, or if you know anywhere I can get any other Olympic stuff, preferably for cheap. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please subscribe and like this video as well. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.